sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To the air, Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. going to try and throw on third down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Allen now on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On second down, a run with Breida. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
No score after one on EA Sports. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, here's Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively. 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
1st and 10 at the 47.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. A quick pass to Cup. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both of these coaching staffs making their final adjustments for the second half. And in a scoreless game, you figure it's the offensive guys that made the biggest changes to the game plan. For the Cup, let's go back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll roll him out right. Chip down to Breida, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Allen. Being chased out left. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Going to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To throw, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Hey, 5-0! 6
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On play action, Allen on the move to his left. Then he's got his man here, Beasley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Less than 2 minutes to play in this game, and we are still scoreless. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Allen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Bass is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Pushes past him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. To throw is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Third and 2, Stafford. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, it's Akers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Akers. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now Stafford. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Back to throw, Newton. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Oh, the return is Powell. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what...
And this throw will be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second down and goal. Newton. Flush to his right. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. On the ground, McCaffrey. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They snap it to Newton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Cam Newton, normally very reliable in these spots, but he stops short of the goal line. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This one to the left to Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Stafford here. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
In a game where 1 field goal is all these offenses could muster in the first 2 quarters, you figured both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's Newton. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 45 on second down, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Jeremy Chin there defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Akers. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Forced out to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Gay's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
The touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Cam to throw. He gets it to Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Cam on the option, and he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Here's Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play action. Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Stafford hooking up with Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 2nd down now, Akers, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Stafford on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. Steps away to his left. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
For the guy on 3rd down, Stafford. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out right at the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup there. They go back to the ground with Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On first down, Jones. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Rodgers now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach made you say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's the big man Dillon with it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.